The UK was set to lose everything with a hurried withdrawal from the EU, according to a prediction by the bloc's former political chief. Last year the UK finally left the EU after years of fraught negotiations with Brussels. The British public voted for Brexit in the 2016 referendum on EU membership, which led to the resignation of then Prime Minister David Cameron. The moments leading up to the historic public vote were chronicled in the 2019 BBC documentary, Inside Europe, 10 Years of Turmoil. A string of high-profile insiders shared their first-hand accounts of Britain's divorce with Brussels for the series. Among them were Donald Tusk, former president of the European Council, the EU's political wing. Mr. Tusk opened up about his negotiations with Mr. Cameron over the timetable ahead of the referendum. He revealed how his British counterpart made tough demands of Brussels in a bid to get Britain to remain in the EU. Mr. Tusk said, his proposal was that, okay, let's start our negotiations immediately now to finalize the negotiations in December. It means 2 or 3 weeks, I told him bluntly. Come on David, get real, I know that all prime ministers are promising to help you. But believe me, the truth is that no one has an appetite for revolution in Europe only because of your stupid referendum. If you try to force us to hurry you will lose everything, and for the first time I saw something close to fear in his eyes. He finally realized what a challenge he was facing. Mr. Cameron agreed to a referendum on Britain's EU membership in an attempt to address Euroscepticism in his ruling Conservative Party and the wider country. An in-out public vote had been one of the promises of his successful campaign for re-election in 2015. In preparation for the referendum, Mr. Cameron had sought to secure a series of concessions from the EU to make Britain's membership of the bloc more palatable to the electorate and the Tories. One of the most significant measures the former Prime Minister had pushed for was a so-called emergency brake to curb EU migrants' access to benefits in Britain. Mr. Cameron failed in his bid to guarantee the proposal for his desired 13 years and instead negotiated it for a maximum of 7 years. Despite pushback from some member states such as Poland, the emergency brake idea did win some support in the EU. Then Austrian Foreign Minister, Sebastian Kurz, told the newspaper Kronen Zeitung, those who don't pay into the system will get fewer benefits or none at all. He added, we should embrace that principle if we want to guarantee that our welfare state remains affordable and attractive for top talent. Mr. Cameron later said he had lost the referendum because of the EU's failure to grant him the full emergency brake he was after. According to the Financial Times, French officials said the Prime Minister believed the lack of such a measure was a driving factor behind Britain voting to leave the EU. However, the influence immigration had on the vote was disputed by then European Commission President, Jean-Claude Juncker. He said, my impression is that if you over years, if not decades, tell citizens that something is wrong with the EU, that the EU is too technocratic, too bureaucratic, you cannot be taken by surprise if voters believe you.